The Department of Public Safety manages the operations for the divisions of fire, police, and support services. A team of over 3,400 dedicated men and women come to work every day to ensure that Columbus remains one of the safest cities in the country. Everyone in this city has a story to tell. Here are some of theirs.
On this episode, we'll be talking to a community liaison officer working in my neighborhood of Linden.
We're at Huey Elementary School in the North Linden neighborhood in Columbus and meeting with 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, kindergartners, first graders about police and safety. They had the fire department here last week. This week is going to be CPD. Okay, how you guys doing? Are you guys ready to learn about the police department? And this is a school we give a little bit of special attention. They're hearing impaired children. Some have the implants, some we use sign language, and some are apprehensive about interacting with police and other people in uniform. So we come up here once a year and hang out and talk to them and show them a police car and give them something to talk to their parents about.
So right now you are kind of a special officer within the police department. You work with the community.
We do.
And so tell me how you kind of came to becoming one of these specialized officers in the department.
I worked with this officer early on, and he policed much like he was dealing with his family, except the whole South End was his family. He would really just sort of talk and try to get along and have fun with folks that he absolutely did not know. But he was from down there, and they're down there, and we're all down there. But I felt that he had like a relationship with these folks, much like our very big family. You have some that are, that are great doing everything they're supposed to do, and maybe some that aren't. But the ones that aren't, he had this way of just interacting with them, even if they were caught doing something wrong, where they still respected what he had to do as a police officer. And that really made an impact with me on how to talk and have dialogue with people, instead of just coming up to a situation and telling people what to do, because that's not always the best approach. We'll do a variety of things. One of the benefits of going to these community luncheons is that obviously we get to network with the neighbors and the other city agencies. So we'll also be connecting with a city code enforcement officer and helping that city code enforcement officer serve his orders on a not so friendly homeowner that's been giving him fits, I guess. All right, well, roll up there. Mark me on 16A, please. 2907 is Zelda with the city code enforcement. All right. Watch these windows for me, all right? Columbus Police! Try to talk to someone and nobody's home. I've talked to these people. I had a 311 complaint on this house. I wonder if they go back and forth. I don't know.
Yeah, I just suggested.
In the house or?
Yeah, the one right here.
In the trailer?
Or
in the house?
So there's somebody is living in the trailer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How you doing, bud? Hey, I'm Officer Riley with Columbus Police. Hey, Deb. I copy, thank you. Perfect. How you doing? Hey, I'm the liaison officer. How are you, buddy?
You're who?
The liaison officer. I spoke to you out here. Well, remember I drove by. You were fixing your car. Remember this was a while ago, maybe a few weeks ago.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I can't get anybody to give me any tools.
Oh well, I'm helping them out. They're with the city code.
How you doing? How you doing?
They're what was your first name again, buddy?
Jim.
Jim. All right, Jim.
Homeowner.
Good.
What's up?
Okay, so I'm here for security reasons, so they can talk to you about all that.
Man, you know me, man. I'm like Whatever.
Okay. Sounds good. So they can tell you.
So we got a report that somebody's living in that camper in the backyard.
And his ass is out of here Friday.
Friday? Okay.
Because if he ain't out of here Friday, I'm calling you guys to tow his ass the freak away.
Good. I spoke with you. I remember you were working on your car. You had your hood up that day, remember? Because I was talking to the neighbors on that side.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, I think they had a fire pit or something.
I got a fire pit in mine. I ain't used it since quick since.
So this is yours or not yours?
Not mine. He's moving it out. It was a friend of mine.
Okay, so it's just someone you knew you let hang out. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough. How long has he been here?
To be honest with you, 3 months.
Okay. I appreciate honesty. It goes a long way. I mean, I'm not out here to penalize you. Just be open to talking to people. That can be very difficult for a police officer to do. We are always on guard. We have to be on guard. But I think that there's just one piece of advice is to talk with people. And not talk with people in much like a very stiff type of environment, but just, you know, somewhere that's maybe unconventional. You know, you're meeting at a coffee shop, maybe you're meeting at their house, maybe you're wherever. But I think you have to be open to that because there's a lot of good people. There's a lot of great people out there that support the police. There's some very bad people, but there's a lot more great people that support CPD. And I wish that more patrol officers could see that because I deal with those people and I try to spread that message, I really do, and share with those officers, you know, the sentiments of 2 precinct residents anyway. That's right. Hey, and by the way, since you and I know each other and you were you came up to us to talk about this and everything, I'm just not going to worry too much about that car out there other than just to tell you that it needs to be taken care of. But we'll just leave it at that, okay? Thank you, Mr. Jim. Take it easy. So the address we were just at, code enforcement's had a tough time getting hold of the property owner to talk to him about the complaints about the condition of his property. And there was word from other sources that he was anti-government or didn't like the city, didn't like city code enforcement. And so today I came out with him just to make sure they were going to be okay. While we didn't think he was going to initially answer the door, which he didn't, code enforcement put up a notice, and another CPD officer saw him coming out the front door and alerted code enforcement that he was coming out, and we were able to talk to him about the condition of his property, and I was able to start off real quick with the fact that I've dealt with him before in a more positive manner, in a more positive experience, and hopefully that broke him down a little bit to trust me and not cause a big scene and cause a problem for him and for city code officers. Ultimately, they're working with him to get his property fixed up, and hopefully the neighborhood will be a little bit happy about that. We're going to another one for city code. Not probably as bad, but they do have to serve this other person orders, and that's what I do, try to help them out a little bit when I can. We have certain social issues, we have problems in the community that are deeply rooted in narcotics issues or prostitution, human trafficking issues, and we have to work with other people to do something about that. All right, Dresden and Weber, here she is. Okay, we're just knocking and serving the...
Yeah, but I know that it's a house that has a lot of...
issues.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this your stuff, or you?
This one is my book bag. I got clothes.
Where are you guys living at?
I was just staying here, but I'm moving up to 161 is one of my places.
All right, let me get your names real quick and you guys can take off. I need to talk to this code lady. Hold on. All right, what's your name, buddy?
Steven.
Where? Okay, so you're staying here. All right, and this is right?
Oh yeah.
Because I don't want anybody. Because now if you lied, then we got bigger problems.
Oh, you're good.
Hold on.
All right. Give me 1 minute. Let me go check, make sure she's okay. Hey, by the way, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know this guy at all. I'm just here because of code enforcement, because they got a code guy.
That's why we're here to help. Yeah.
Okay, well that's cool. I appreciate that. I really do, because the sooner this gets all taken care of, the better. Hey, Melissa, yeah, you and Steven can take off. I'm sorry, she was talking to this guy. Hey, thanks a lot. Hey, I'm serious. I appreciate you guys helping him. I really do.
Okay, he has a possession.
Follow me, see if we can find this guy. Okay, well, I'd rather grab the felony more than the misdemeanor one, but see what you can do, and I'll go see if I can find him. Male, white, scruffy looking, shorter than me. Yep. As code enforcement's up there making contact, trying to serve orders, when we first rolled up, two people turned around, didn't want to talk to us, and that's okay. Was walking away with some stuff from the backyard and ran their ID, and one's got some felony warrants. A typical day is knowing that you're going to have to change gears and be okay with that. And I think that all the liaison, there are 20 liaison officers, and on the very basic level, I think what we do is engage in activities that build trust and that lead to lasting and productive relationships. On the more complex level, I think that we're out there and we're doing things that enhance the quality of life for the residents of the city of Columbus, and ultimately preventing and reducing and mitigating crime. One of the things people always ask us about is, why do you have all this stuff on your belt? Does anybody know what this is? A walkie-talkie. When you call an emergency number, which is 911, your call will come out over this telephone, or this walkie-talkie. So that's what this is for, and I can hear all my friends on it. Come down towards Hudson, and I'll meet you on Hudson and look for this fella. Alicia! The chopper's over on 4 Precinct looking for a stolen car, so maybe I'll call him over here. I don't know if you could fly over and see if you see anything. How are you? And then someone said flashlight. You said flashlight, right? Right. So this is the flashlight. Does anybody know what this is? So these are handcuffs. So like I said, I have to take people, sometimes I have to take people to time out and they don't want to go. Hey, how you guys? I just need to talk to Steven, that's all. Where's Steven at?
Is Steven in the house? Nice to check.
I guess.
Oh, just making sure it's okay.
Just in.
Is that a yes?
Wait, no, we go both. There's 5 of you in here.
Well, one of us will just stay downstairs. I'll stay downstairs here.
I mean, I can't let my
I'm gonna
partner.
stay here and watch her eat.
I just need to talk to Steven. I don't need to talk to anybody else. I don't need to look at anything else. I mean, he stays here, right?
No.
Well, that's funny because he told me he did.
He said he was staying here?
Yeah. I just need to talk to him, or we're just gonna keep having to watch this house, and I'd rather not do that. I got stuff to do.
Right.
But this is your house, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm not here for all that. That's not my concern. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just be honest with you. You're being nice with me. I'm being nice with you. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, whatever you got going with code, I don't really care. I just want to talk with him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see him, so. Negative. Looks like they've got him secured. Slow anybody else down.
I copy the car.
Target.
Yeah. That's one.
Okay, so earlier when we came here with city code enforcement officers to serve their court papers because of the condition of the house inside and the outside, earlier there were a couple people in the back that had some property. They started walking away. Had to watch the code enforcement officer to make sure she was okay, but grabbed the information from those 2 people in the back. Found out that one of them did have a warrant for his arrest, a couple felony warrants. So we had been looking for him after code dealt with him. And then later, the liaison officer for South Linden, Alicia, she and I went back to this house several minutes later, a while, and talked to the residents inside, got consent to go through the house because the person we were looking for, they said that was not there, indeed was hiding in the basement. And while we were in there, someone was doing some meth. So basically that's pretty much what it is, and thanks to patrol officers on 2 Precinct, they're going to do the paperwork process, take them to jail, take them downtown. We still got the orders on code, and code enforcement will continue their investigation on the property, and we will open up and continue a narcotics investigation on it as well. Ultimately, if we can get this property cleaned up, get these people taken through the court process, I think the neighbors will be happy, and we'll be on to another one. So today was sort of somewhat of a closure for this problem in the neighborhood. City code enforcement and humane agents came out and removed the animals. City code put vacate orders up. So the vacate orders and placards have been up, and the homeowner will have to work through the court system and through the city to get their home up to just minimum standards. And the city code enforcement officers have given them resource lists to help them out in the meantime, and they can work with us and city code and humane agents to get their cats back.
Officer Riley's approach to policing clearly goes beyond simply enforcing the law. His 20 years of experience as a CLO has allowed him to build relationships and better integrate himself as a resource to our community. If you're interested in becoming a member of the Columbus Division of Police, you can give them a call at 614-645-4642 or visit the website columbus.gov/police-recruitment.
Hello, I'm Andy Ginther, Mayor of the City of Columbus. Part of the appeal of Columbus is how safe it is for residents and visitors. Our first responders are well-trained professionals, ready for every situation, from violence to medical emergencies. They are also experts at community outreach. We strive to make our fire and police departments reflect the beautiful diversity of our community. A career in public safety can be rewarding, and we are reaching out to people of various backgrounds to consider joining our efforts. Public safety is a top priority of my administration. Every person in every neighborhood deserves to feel safe.